Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. Nearly 2 million people vaccinated against COVID-19. Ministry clarifies regarding Omani doctors looking for jobs. Shopping malls in Oman to get cashless from 2022. People caution against stepping into rainwater-filled wadis and pools. Nearly 65,000 expatriates have left the country in first 7 months of 2021. Tokyo's COVID-19 cases exceed 1,000 for the 7th consecutive day. Africa's COVID-19 cases surpass 6.47 million according to Africa CDC. US to maintain travel restrictions due to Delta variant. Oman swimmer Isa aims for good show in Tokyo Olympics. These were the top headlines from our news studio today. Let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
I'm Mantra Bose with your daily dose of weather. Our fact for today is on blizzards. The Iran blizzard of 1972 is known as one of the deadliest blizzards in history. It lasted a full week and was responsible for the death of over 4,000 people. That was our fact for today. Now for the weather update. An alert has been issued by Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authority indicating poor horizontal visibility during thundershowers and fog formation. The seas are also predicted to be rough along the Arabian Sea coast. Apart from that, we have got partly cloudy to cloudy skies along the Dhofar coast with the possibility of a slight drizzle. The rest of the Sultanate will see mainly clear to partly cloudy skies with the possibility of convective cloud formation and isolated thundershowers over the Al Ajhar mountains during the afternoon. There's also possibility of dust-blowing winds over the deserts and open areas. With that, let's take a look at what the weather will be like throughout the Sultanate. Muscat will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 36 degrees Celsius and 39 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 34 and 39 degrees Celsius. North Al Batana will be sunny with temperatures between 34 and 43 degrees Celsius, and South Al Batana will also be sunny with temperatures between 35 and 45 degrees Celsius. Al Buremi will be sunny with temperatures between 33 and 46 degrees Celsius. Al Dahira will be sunny with temperatures between 33 and 46 degrees Celsius. Al Dakhliya will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 32 and 43 degrees Celsius. North Al Sharqiya will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 31 and 43 degrees Celsius. And South Al Sharqiya will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 35 and 41 degrees Celsius. Al Wusta will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 30 and 44 degrees Celsius. In Dhofar, we have a possibility of rain and thundershowers, and the temperatures will be between 25 and 28 degrees Celsius.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for the day, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health has announced the registration of 70 new death cases due to coronavirus in Oman today. With this number, the total death toll in the Sultanate stands at 3,788. The Ministry of Health has also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. In addition to that, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 491 new coronavirus cases in Oman today. With this, the total confirmed cases in the Sultanate stands at 295,017, including the total recoveries of 277,010, as well as total deaths of 3,788. In the last 24 hours, the Ministry of Health has also registered recoveries of 527. The health officials has urged all the citizens and residents in the Sultanate to follow the precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. Nearly 2 million people in the Sultanate of Oman have been vaccinated with COVID-19 vaccine since the start of the national immunization campaign against the coronavirus. 1,926,307 people across the country have been vaccinated, representing 53% of the targeted population. So far, 1,587,784 have been provided the first dose of the vaccine, which is about 45% of the people in the target groups, while 338,523 people have been given both doses. The highest numbers of vaccinated individuals are in the capital. 618,264 people have been administered the jab in Muscat Governorate, representing 55% of those vaccinated. In second place comes North Al-Batina, which stands at 234,808 and makes up about 39%, followed by South Al-Batina at 153,277 and makes about 45%. Vaccination centers in Oman continue to see a good turnout of people, as was the case before the temporary halting of the immunization campaign during the total lockdown associated with the recent Eid al-Adha holidays. The Ministry of Health has clarified about the 2 Omani doctors looking for the jobs in the Sultanate. Ministry of Health said in a statement with reference to the 2 Omani doctors looking for work, and after communicating with the concerned parties, it was found that the female doctors are working as interns. The ministry would like to shed light on the stages of training and qualification required for doctors in the Sultanate, which are as follows. Number 1, the internship year stage is a training period in which graduates from various medical colleges in the Sultanate and abroad are enrolled. Completion of this stage is a prerequisite for obtaining a license to practice the profession of human medicine, during which doctors are granted a stipend from Sultan Qaboos University. Number 2, the stage of the General Foundation Program in the Oman's Medical Specialty Board, commonly known as OMSB, is a training period for doctors to join after completing the year of internship, during which a monthly salary from the OMSB is given. Only after this stage the doctors are enrolled in various medical units such as the Ministry of Health, Sultan Qaboos University, Medical Services of the Sultan's Armed Forces, the Medical Services of the Royal Oman Police and other government units. Shops, businesses and other commercial activities in the Sultanate of Oman will need to provide cashless payment options to customers with effect from January 1, 2022, the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion has announced. The move comes as part of the measures to reduce the amount of cash circulating in the market and help boost digital transformation under the plans of Oman Vision 2040. The first phase of rolling out cashless payment options will cover all activities in industrial areas, shopping complexes, commercial establishments, gift stores, companies involved in the sale of food, jewelers, restaurants and cafes, fruit and vegetable shops, electronic stores, shops selling construction materials, and tobacconists. To ensure this service can be easily provided, the Central Bank of Oman, in coordination with other banks and payment service providers, has issued point-of-sale devices for merchants without any need for an installation fee or any monthly and/or annual charges for the same. According to the statement from the ministry, it says that, however, merchant service fees due to the Central Bank of Oman will be applicable. These fees will not be more than 1.5% of payments made through debit cards or up to a fee of 10 Omani Riyals, and not more than 0.75% of transactions done through mobile phones using QR codes. Now, people who plan on to take swimming in wadis and bodies of waters caused due to the recent rain across parts of the country are risking severe injury, the Civil Defense and Ambulance Authority has warned. Although the water might look calm on the surface, it is a completely different proposition underneath. The heavy flooding caused by the rainfall has brought with it plenty of debris, including broken glass bottles, rusted and jagged pieces of metal, which could hurt people when step on or come into contact with them. The waters also bring wildlife that could pose a threat. These include snakes, which are often difficult to perceive both above and below the surface, as well as many types of fish, which could be carnivorous, not to mention insects that might be poisonous. This is in addition to the sharp rocks littering the beds of many of these bodies of water, which could also cause injuries, serious bleeding, and other medical complications if not attended to on time. Teams from the CDAA continue to comb rain-affected areas to remove debris and make them safe for people and animals. However, warnings continue to be issued to people, requesting them to stay away from areas prone to flooding should the country experience more of the heavy rains witnessed over the past few weeks. Now, nearly 65,000 expatriates have left the Sultanate of Oman between January and July 2021, according to data published by the National Center for Statistics and Information. The NCSI's population clock, which is updated daily, shows that on Sunday, July 25th, 2021, there were 1,690,146 expatriates in Oman, down from 1,745,714 on the 1st of January this year. During this time period, the Omani population has increased from 2,735,991 on January 1st to 2,770,219. More Omanis have entered the private sector this year as well. By April 2021, there were 255,012 locals employed by private sector companies, a slight uptick from the 254,754 at the end of last year. 47% of all insured Omanis working in the private sector earn between 325 to 500 Omani Riyals a month, according to NCSI figures. About a quarter for all privately employed Omanis work in the construction sector, followed by manufacturing and mining and quarrying segments of the economy. 19,675 people are employed in administrative and support services, while about 18,110 work in the financial and insurance sector. This was all from our local desk. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from our international desk. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. And now from our international desk. Hosting the Olympics under the fourth COVID-19 state of emergency, Tokyo reported 1,429 new daily COVID-19 infections on Monday, exceeding the 1,000 mark for the seventh day in a row, local media reported. Due to the recent resurgence of COVID-19 infections, the cumulative tally of cases in Tokyo has exceeded 200,000. Moreover, people are highly concerned about the spread of the Delta variant of the virus in Japan, especially with the Olympics underway. Comparing with the figures of infection on the same day last week, the latest figure increased 702, topping the previous record for a Monday of 1,252 confirmed cases on January 11th. Tokyo also reported a record 1,763 cases for a Sunday the previous day. Health experts advising the metropolitan government have warned that if the virus continues to spread at the current pace, the 7-day rolling average of cases, which increased 41.2% from the previous week to 1,553.9 per day, could also hit a new high on August 3rd during the Olympics. The state of emergency in Tokyo lasts until August 22nd, covering the entire period of the Olympics being held through August 8. The number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Africa reached 6,475,500 582 as of Monday afternoon, the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, commonly known as Africa CDC, said. The Africa CDC, the specialized healthcare agency of the African Union, said the death toll from the pandemic stands at 164,383, while 5,674,552 patients across the continent have recovered from the disease. South Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, and Ethiopia are the countries with the most cases in the continent, according to the Africa CDC. South Africa has recorded the most COVID-19 cases in Africa at 2,377,823, while the Northern Africa country Morocco reported 579,272 cases as of Monday, it was noted. In terms of the caseload, Southern Africa is the most affected region, followed by the northern and eastern parts of the continent, while Central Africa is the least affected region in the continent, according to the Africa CDC. The United States will keep existing travel restrictions from entering the country due to the surging cases of COVID-19 Delta variant, the White House said on Monday. Driven by the rising Delta variant cases here at home, particularly among those who are unvaccinated, we will maintain existing travel restrictions at this point, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters at a daily briefing. The federal administration has been under pressure from the travel industry and allies to lift these restrictions. The United States currently bars entry for most non-citizens who within the last 14 days have been in Britain, the European Schengen area, Ireland, China, Iran, South Africa, Brazil, and India. It also keeps non-essential travel restrictions across its borders with Canada and Mexico. Last week, the U.S. State Department and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention issued a warning against traveling to Britain due to the country's high level of COVID-19 cases. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from our sports desk.
Popular with readers across the world, Asterix is considered to be among the best comic books ever published. To honor the Mexico Olympics in 1968, creators René Goginski and Albert Uderzo devised a story in which Asterix takes part at the ancient Olympics, with Obelix, Gatefix, and the rest of the village traveling to the Olympia to cheer him on. The comic books are set in time when Julius Caesar has conquered all of France, which was formerly called Gaul, well, nearly all. Asterix and the indomitable village of Gaulish warriors are happy to hold out against the Romans for as long as they could. Translated in English in 1970 to coincide with the Munich Olympics, Asterix at the Olympic Games features the amazing richness, hilarity, and wonder associated with the entire series.
Oman's talented swimmer Isa Al-Adawi will be eager for a solid show during his debut in the Summer Olympic Games 2020 Tokyo, as he will commence the national team's participation in the top Olympic event. Al-Adawi will begin his competition in the men's 100-meter freestyle competition on Tuesday alongside top-ranking swimmers from different parts of the world. Despite the expected difficulty in the competition, Isa's hopes are high to accomplish a new record and advance performance. His current best timing is 51.69 seconds. The 22-year-old was very close to securing a qualified record to the Olympics, but he could not take part in many events and championships due to the ongoing pandemic. However, he managed to earn the Olympic invitation card with other national athletes, including runners Barakat and Mazoon, shooter Ahmed Al-Khatri, and weightlifter Amr Al-Khanjari. Adawi is set for competing in the prestigious Olympic event after he completed his preparatory program for the Tokyo Olympics. The young swimmer was very keen to take part in any friendly and open tournaments in Japan during the last period. He managed to take part in a domestic swimming tournament in Japan last February in 100 and 200 meter freestyle swimming. He registered his best record of 50.17 in open swimming event in 100 meter freestyle swimming category in Japan. It is expected that he may register a new record during the Olympics. While talking on the same subject of Olympics, it is also worth mentioning the gold medals that has been won so far. Today, Australian swimmer Kylie McKeown claimed the women's 100-meter backstroke gold in an Olympic record time of 57.47 seconds. The result was 0.02 seconds behind her own world record, but enough for her to beat her Canadian opponent. Russian swimmers dominated the men's 100-meter backstroke at the Tokyo Olympics as Evgeny Rylov and Klemon Kolesnikov claimed the gold and silver, edging defending champion Ryan Murphy to third spot. Finishing sixth at Rio 2016, Rylov touched first this time in 51.98 seconds, setting a new European record. China withstood the challenge from Russian Olympic Committee to win 10-meter air pistol mixed team gold 16-14 at the Tokyo Olympics today. Pang Wei and Jiang Ranqin shot 10.1 and 10.7 points respectively in the deciding round to clinch the second gold medal for the Chinese shooting team. Bermuda's Flora Duffy won the Olympic women's triathlon in Tokyo today, bagging the country's first ever Olympic gold medal and its first medal of any kind since 1976. The 33-year-old endurance athlete finished the punishing long-distance swim, bike ride, and run quicker than the competition. Now some more mentions from yesterday. Heidelin Diaz on Monday became the first person from the Philippines to win an Olympic gold medal after triumphing in the women's 55 kg weightlifting category at Tokyo 2020. The 30-year-old who won silver at Rio 2016 smashed her personal best to see off world record holder Liao of China at the Tokyo International Forum. British divers Thomas DeLay and Matty Lee claimed the men's synchronized 10-meter platform gold medal at the Tokyo Olympic Games on Monday. The British duo began to build their leading position after the fourth dive and tallied 471.81 points, beating China's Cao Yuan Shen Asian to second place at 470.58 points. Amber English of the United States survived the duel against Italian Diana to win the women's skeet gold at the Tokyo Olympics on Monday. Thanks to a more stable performance, English set a new Olympic record of 56 hits. Lastly, China weightlifter Zhi Huihou, who bagged the gold in the Tokyo Olympics on Saturday, will be tested by anti-doping authorities, and if she fails the test, India's Mirabai Channu will be awarded gold. In addition to that, let's have a look at the medal tally of which country is still in the lead. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be back again tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.